Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Mull to 4 in a new location of Shannon's house. Shannon's a guest on the podcast. He's very, very new. Newer than me and Joe, weirdly, which we're going to seem like the experienced ones on this podcast.
With veterans compared to...
Yeah, definitely. Grizzled veterans. As usual, in fact, we're going to mix it up this week. We're going to put Shannon on the spot and say, Shannon, you've been playing Magic for 2 months. How are you liking it, young Jimmy?
I think it's 3 months now, isn't it?
Is it?
Something like that.
Time's just flying.
Yeah.
You think we're up so fast?
Yeah.
It's good, I like it.
Do you want to elaborate on it's good, I like it? And
oh no, it's just, it's quite easy to get into. Like I got into it just because I was playing the app on my iPad.
Yeah, Origins.
And I posted up like, what is actually this game, and you got in touch with me.
Yeah.
And then it's been every week we've just been playing it.
There was a post on Facebook from Shannon saying, does anyone play Magic the Gathering? I played the app and I quite like it, and that was the cue for me to go, hello!
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, good times. Good times. And it's been fun. It's been quite odd having someone who knows the game less than us.
Yeah.
To an extent, I suppose, because it's good. It's odd. But you've been to a couple of FNMs, haven't you? Been to a couple of tournaments, starting to get there with the game. Shannon's.
I was in the Shield and Dagger last week.
Yeah.
Joe was there.
Shannon's
getting second to last.
But the thing is, though, like I said on a previous podcast, the first 5 times I turned up there, I didn't beat anybody at all. First time he rocks up, he beat someone. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Shannon's put himself together a nice sort of token impact Tremors deck, which we'll, I guess, at some point try and get a deck tech on the channel for when we actually get around to doing deck techs. But
yeah,
hey ho, that's basically Shannon and the man of few words, I suppose.
Well, the thing is, when you first started, you tried doing a control deck, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried doing the
Tutelage
deck because I bought that card specifically because I played it on the Magic Jewels app.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, this is a cool card, and I want to get it.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. It was shit.
That deck's so fragile, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I always find
it was too open.
With blue decks as well, like I don't think as a beginner it's kind of the one you need to go into. Like I wouldn't even feel comfortable now playing like a controlling blue deck.
No.
There's a lot to think about, and it can be very overwhelming for a new player to be like, do I counter this or do I not?
Do you feel a lot comfortable with aggro?
I'm with the mono red stuff.
Yeah.
I tried it with white, and that's cool. But I just like the whole. It's so much easier and it's quick and not as much messing around.
Yeah.
You know.
Get it undone.
Yeah, just get it over and done with. Like,
I think that's normal to prefer like a simpler kind of deck to play with. Not simpler as in the way to play it, but there's not as many different decisions as you could make with control.
Yeah.
Control, you've got to get everything right to a T.
But there's so many mistakes you could do as well.
Yeah.
It seems in control. Like, I should have done that when I did this. And
yeah, definitely.
That's all part of the learning curve, I think.
Yeah. Whereas with the red deck, it's just like, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna smash you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch beers out.
What life you on? Lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So this does it, right?
So that's game. Yeah.
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 Which happened.
You might as well just rename Lightning Bolt to Is That Game?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. Yeah, it's just like you're on free. I've got 2 of these in my hand.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay. On to the Cracker Pack, I suppose. I've totally just realised that I haven't put a timer on, and we're that professional, so I'm going to do one now, just quick, because we tried to keep the podcast within half an hour.
Yeah, but even for half an hour, so if it's not, sorry.
Yeah. Like game 2 of the Fopter
The 42-minute game.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to spoil that for people who haven't seen it?
Yeah, hopefully it's been up for a couple of days, people would have seen it.
Okay. Because you beat me 2-1.
Yeah.
But it would have actually gone to time with me winning 1-0, bizarrely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, friendly games don't have time, so I still won. Anyway.
We weren't allowed sideboards.
I haven't watched that episode yet. I'm so like,
as much excuses as you want, mate. It's fine.
We weren't allowed sideboards because Mike didn't have a sideboard, so
yeah,
I wouldn't have kept languishing.
Can I just point out, I've got no idea what these are.
That's fine. They're called booster packs.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, the names of them.
That's fine. They're older sets.
Right.
These predate me and Joe playing. So this came out like September last year. This came out maybe 2-3 years ago.
Ravnica.
2012 it was. So yeah, 3 years ago. In any respect, as it's been spoiled, Ravnica is going to be 1-3. Khans of Tarkir is going to be 4-6. We are going to roll the dice and see what it happens as. 3, We are opening
Hey.
Return to Ravnica, which I've wanted to open for so long because I've never opened Return to Ravnica.
And we're all going to be very confused.
And I
You
want
said
to
it's
see
3 years
stuff.
old.
It's like 3 years old.
Little history there. Yeah.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. Back in time. On the streets of Ravnica in the guilds. And a pack I can't fucking open.
Oh,
Well,
those lizards.
Here's a card we know because it's been reprinted in Magic Origins.
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 Yeah, I know. Okay, so the pack, I'll lay them out, and one of us will say them, whoever wants to chime in, and then we'll go for our first pick as per usual.
I'll read them out. Bellows Lizard, first pick already. Armory Guard. Aerial Predation. Mizium Skin.
Yeah.
Essence Backlash. Centaur Healer. Spawn of Rix Mahdi. Vassal Soul. Sunspire Griffin. Azorius Guildgate. Soul Tithe. Layev Sky Knight. Rakdos Cackler.
And the rare?
The rare is Mana Bloom.
Mana Bloom.
So what does Mana Bloom do?
Mana Bloom. Do you mind just turning your sound on your phone up, mate? Mana Bloom says it's X in 1 green for a rare enchantment, which says Mana Bloom enters the battlefield with X charge counters on it. Remove a charge counter from Mana Bloom, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. Activate this ability only once each turn at the beginning of your upkeep. If Mana Bloom has no charge counters on it, return it to the owner's hand.
Wow.
So
That's really cool.
remove a charge. Yeah, there's no limit on how many charge counters you can put into it. I think that's quite ass.
Ass.
It's ass.
Not good. That's what I mean.
You're paying 2 mana. You're paying 2 mana to get 1 mana back.
And then it goes back to your hand,
I suppose, but
and then later on in the
there's,
game,
like, for my money and for my opinion, creature ramp is far superior to enchantment ramp spells. I've played this card on the M15. Oh, I've seen this card on the M15 PC game. I would take Rakdos Cackler as my first pick. It's a 1/1 for hybrid mana reviver, red or black, and it has Unleash. Unleash says, for anyone who's not familiar, you may have this creature enter the battlefield with a 1/1 count on it. It can't block as long as it has a 1/1 count on it. So
Okay.
it can be a 2/2 for 1
an aggro
that
2/2.
can't block. So it's
Yeah.
just an aggro 2/2. You're
Yeah.
right. Just
Can I look at it?
of course you can. It's, as Shannon might know, it's called what's called hybrid mana. So you can spend either black or red on it.
That's cool.
Yeah,
No,
keeps
that's
you
why the
quite
card's
open.
like- yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the card's like 2 as well.
I quite like the look of Sunspire Griffin. The devotion is 2 to white and then 1 colourless, but it's a 2/3 flyer, which could be quite handy. And I'm not really seeing anything else that's just kind of coming out at me. Yeah.
Vassal Soul is a 2/2 flyer for 3 Azorius mana. So, yeah.
So
no.
white or blue.
I'm just kind of thinking the red cards could have just red.
Yeah. Layev Sky Knight. When Layev Sky Knight enters the battlefield, detain a target non-land permanent and opponent controls, which basically is like a 1-turn exile jobber, I believe. I kind of am already sold on the Rakdos Cackler. It leaves you open for red and black. It can be a 2/2 for 1.
Yeah.
It hasn't got haste, but it's aggro enough.
I quite like the sound of this instant card. Aerial Predation.
Destroy target creature with flying, you gain 2 life. Yeah.
That's not amazing,
In
but
terms of draft, I'd say it depends how much flying's in the format. It's okay as a removal spell, but the way it's just flying is pretty limited, in my opinion. From
I reckon you
Yeah.
use it as a sideboard card, like
Yeah.
knowing.
Yeah, maybe but I wouldn't. In terms of, I mean, we're speaking strictly draft. You wouldn't, or
Right.
I personally wouldn't first pick that. I'd go for the Rakdos.
I've never done a draft.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
so,
where you're
I'm
a bit, maybe a bit
fresh.
Fresh.
I think I'd go for Vassal Soul because it's very similar to Sunspire Griffin, but the mana can be either white or blue, so it leaves me a lot more open. The Griffin is a 2/3 flyer, whereas the Soul is a 2/2 flyer, but I think that 1 less toughness is kind of worth being more open in your colours. So I think that would be my pick, and it's a common. So my pick is a common.
just quickly, so that's your pick, because mine would be Rakdos Cackler. Do you want to pick something, Shannon, or...?
I would have picked that.
That?
Yeah.
So yours would have been Rakdos Cackler as well? It's fine. Okay, just quick before we move on, I want to talk about Essence Backlash. Essence Backlash is 2, a red and a blue. You're never going to first pick it, but counter-target creature spell. Essence Backlash deals damage equal to that spell's power to its controller. Hey, big green dude. No, thank you.
Very nice.
6.
Yeah.
It's very, very narrow.
It's counter spell, counter creature spell with deflecting palm. So
yeah.
Does that work against like instant cards such as like lightning bolt?
No, because it's a creature spell.
Oh right. Okay.
But like, if they go to drop a big creature,
right.
it'd
Okay.
just be like, say for instance, for one of better times, from Origins, they go to play an Outland Colossus and you go and counter it, take 6 damage.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's so narrow
Yeah.
because you're not going to want to hit something small bit, but it would just be hilarious if you can do it for a lot.
It seems weird that that crazy mana fixing rare is in the same set as a lot of hybrid mana, where you don't need to fix your mana so much.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Do you know, it's kind of like, oh, you can
Yeah.
take a counter off it to add a colour of any mana that you want, but then a lot of it is like you play this spell and it's either blue or white and it doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, hybrid mana is a really cool idea. The
Yeah.
fact that it opens up so much scope for other things for you. We're not going to get it unless we go back to Ravnica, I suppose, which isn't going to happen considering that was returned to Ravnica 3 years ago. But it would be. I wouldn't have thought any time in the next couple of years, though, is what I mean.
Hybrid mana.
Not in my lifetime. Okay. Basically, now we're going to go on to a couple more spoilers and maybe take a bit more of an in-depth look at spoilers. Because there's been some interesting ones released this week, and as much as I don't want to be that guy who's going to start ranting at cards, there's going to be some cards I'm going to start ranting at, so deal with it. Okay, so Joe, you kind of know the spoilers a lot better than I do,
Yeah.
so
What one you have?
take heed, mate, and just
Okay.
talk about ones you think are going to piss me off.
Okay. I'll do
We need to talk about him.
him. I wasn't sure if you'd seen him yet.
I have, but we haven't spoke about him.
That's the one I like. I think.
Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
no, this is the one you will love.
Oh,
Yeah, this
I
is
have
a
not
new
seen
one.
him. No, I meant this dude. But
Basically,
yeah,
there's 2 elves, and Mike's been looking forward to the elves. The first elf I showed him, absolute crap. So we'll talk about that one first.
Oh really? I wanted people to have it for dessert. We can do.
Okay.
No. I just didn't even pay attention to this thing. You didn't show me this one. You showed.
It wasn't the one I showed you.
No, it wasn't that one.
Bear with me.
I knew.
There's 3 elves.
I
then.
saw that one anyway, and it was pretty uninspired. There's 4 elves because there's a green white one as well. We'll go into that in a fucking minute.
Okay, I'm just going to go into the really good one then.
Yeah.
Okay. So this elf is a 1/1 with haste, and as long as you use the mana to cast creature spells, it can tap for any colour of mana. So whereas haste, it can do it straight away.
Wow. That is good.
And it's an elf.
It's a 2 mana, but the fact that you could essentially get a Naru Trapper in with this is cool.
Yeah.
It's written in German, I believe.
Well, no, it's just the German card.
No, I know, but I've read it. I'm like, I've started reading it and what language is it? Yeah, but it's translated. But yeah, like that is awesome. 1 and a green, so it's a Leaf Gilder with a massive upside. It's not a 2/1, but it's can tap again. I would, damn right, I would play 4 of those. Like ramp.
I reckon it definitely goes to the elf
Mystic's
deck.
going to go. It's 1 more, but it can tap for. It can tap for either green or black, which is pivotal.
Yeah.
And you don't take a life from it.
So what, you're tapping that for
You tap it for. You can tap it for any colour.
Any colour.
any colour?
But you need to cast an elf spell with it.
No, a creature spell.
A creature spell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's also an ally, so it can go in the ally decks.
Oh hell.
It's an elf ally.
By heck.
Yeah. Very powerful.
What was the other one? The charge and caller thing.
Yeah, this is the one.
Butchering the name.
This is the first elf that was spoiled, and Mike's been looking forward to the elves. And then this was the first one you got given, which costs 5 mana.
This wasn't the one you showed me, but yeah.
Isn't it?
Okay, so no. Oh, we'll go. That was a. What they called a 2-colour card thing. Okay, so it has rally. Whenever Tajuru Warcaller. Okay, whenever Tajuru Warcaller enters, or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +2/+2 until the end of turn. I actually think that's okay in the right deck. You need an ally deck and 5 mana for a 2/1.
5 mana for a 2/1.
But the upside could be insane.
I don't know.
Like
I can't see it.
Rally the Ancestors.
Oh, what's that there?
If you could rally the Ancestors, right? Now let's get on to.
Was it a colourless elf
No.
that I showed you?
When I see it, I'll point it out. It is. Keep going. It's not there yet. It's this thing.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Sky Rider elf.
Prepare your arses.
Whoa.
Why? I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to have to. Okay. Sky Rider elf. X, green, blue. Creature, elf, warrior, ally. There's a dog trying to get in. We're just gonna. You gonna let him in or?
I'll let him
in. Hello, bear.
Hello.
Yes, if you would like to hold this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you want to just close that door as well, mate, so I'm not shouting with the door open?
Yes, sir.
We shall resume. X, green, blue. Creature, ally. Elf, warrior, ally. Yeah, flying. It's a 0/0.
What?
It has Converge. We know my opinion on Converge. Skyrider Elf enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it for each colour you spend to cast it. This can potentially be a 5/5 in a 5 colour deck. You're not going to be playing a fucking 5 colour deck.
No, 3/3.
Yeah?
It can only be a 3/3 in a 5 colour deck.
If you're spending... How can it only be a 3/3?
Oh no, it can be a 5/5
It's
if
gonna
you
be
pay 7 mana.
Any deck you put in, it's going to be a 3/3.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No. If you're playing it in a green-blue deck, it's going to be a 2/2 maximum. If you're playing a 3 colour deck, it's going to be a 3/3. It can be a maximum of 5/5 for 5. So flying... Yeah, that's pretty good. You're not going to be playing a 5 colour deck unless 5 colour decks are off the fucking charts. Fucking... Okay, yeah, let's... Zendikar's going to have some really good elves, and let's get pumped about the elves. This piece of shit's green-blue. How the fuck's that going to fit into my black fucking green elf deck? Cheers, guys. Thanks, Wizards.
Don't you need to just have... Can't you just pump it up with whatever mana's on your thing? That's what... Isn't it colourless?
It's colourless. No, colourless doesn't matter. So it's like... If you go... Oh, yeah. Blue, green, 3 of another blue and a green. Hey, have a 2/2 fly for 5 mana. Fuck you.
That's shit.
Like,
Yeah. It just matters the amount of colours.
I would sooner wipe my arse with that than spend the fucking mana on it to cast it. I don't want to be that guy, but for fuck's sake, I don't want to be playing blue mana in my black-green elves.
Well, don't get that card then.
Splash for Treasure Cruise.
Mate, if we open that or fucking Radiant Flames during a cracker pack, that motherfucker's getting ripped straight in half. I don't care if it's like... It's not going to be worth money because it's shit.
The thing is, I think there's a lot of cards in this set which are really powerful, and I think it's a really powerful set, but there's just some that you just look at them and you just go,
if you play 5...
What is that?
If you play 5 colour, fine.
Yeah.
5 colour is probably going to be too clunky. Yeah, try lands, fine, whatever. But... No, can we talk about the cool fucking goblin dude now, so I'm not so pissed off?
What goblin dude?
Don't talk to me about the green-white elf either, these motherfuckers as well. Hey, it's another elf druid ally. Who are poo.
Yeah. Elf Druid Ally, which only does cool stuff.
Hi, so if there's a break, I apparently can't delete things off my camera, and the memory card was full, so that's why there's a break from me ranting. I've not calmed down, but we'll carry on. Keep going, give me more shit.
Okay, I'm going to go into a card that I love and a card that I hate.
Okay.
But
Ugin's Insight's meant to be cool as well.
Ugin's Insight is pretty cool.
Yeah, carry on, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one that I think is really cool is Woodland Wanderer. It costs 4 mana, so it's a green and 3 colourless, but it has Converge. But it's good, believe me. It starts off as a 2/2, and it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each for each colour of mana spent to cast it. So theoretically, you could cast this for exactly the same mana as what you cast Siege Rhino for, and instead of like Siege Rhino being a 4/5 trampler, this is a 5/5 trampler with vigilance. It doesn't have the life swing that Rhino has when it comes in, but I think it's quite a decent offset, like 1 extra power and vigilance as well, so it can attack and block.
This is the one Converge card you showed me that I was like, no, that's actually cool.
Yeah.
That seems legit.
And I think that's going to see like a lot of play.
Shannon! We're recording!
We're at Shannon's house.
In here! Shut up. Shut up, man!
That's all staying in, by the way.
Yeah, oh, definitely. This is how prepared the podcast is week by week.
Shannon! It's right!
She's not Scout.
Okay.
What's that?
Horrible.
Oh, that's really cool. Have you not seen that one?
No.
Horribly Awry. It's a new counter spell, costs blue and 1, and it counters a creature spell 4 or less mana. And then when it gets countered, it goes into exile, not the graveyard.
That's decent.
That's disgusting, isn't it?
Transgress the Mind's amazing as well. That is like the opposite Inquisition of Kozilek. It's 1 and a black, and it's basically take a card of convert mana cost 3 or more and ditch out your opponent's hand.
Major helpful against Eldrazi.
Oh yeah.
For
Any of you who may watch the mana source, he was quite right, and I said this exactly the same as when Joe sent me. I was like, it's probably 1 mana too expensive, but big stuff, yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe it is, but I think you'll still feel good.
Oh, if you're playing Eldrazi,
Casting.
you're sideboarding that straight in.
The one that I really just hate, I think is really a rip-off, is Scour from Existence. It costs 7 colourless mana, exile target permanent. I get that, well, hey, it's not, you can choose land, brilliant. I play Utter End in my deck, which costs me 4 mana, okay? One of that's got to be white, one of that's got to be black, but if you're getting to that high lengths of mana, it's if you're getting to a place where you can cast a card for 7 mana, it's just seems ridiculous that you would want that in your deck. I can't see in play at all in any format. The only way this would end up in my sideboard is if I was in sealed, and it got in there by default.
I'm going to have to shut your rant down, unfortunately. Eldrazi's a thing, and you can ramp into loads of colourless mana. You can make spawn that you can sack off mana.
I understand
it's
that
still crap.
because it's colourless mana, you can justify it being a bit more expensive because it can be any length. But still, just like
it's still crap. Well,
no,
it's still crap. But that's
it won't see play in standard at all. It won't see play in modern because Khan can do that for the same mana twice.
Yeah.
You know, Khan's -3. It starts off with 6 loyalty, destroy target, or is it exile or destroy?
Exile.
It is exile target permanent, so it's exactly the same. But it's just
How much is that to cast?
7 mana. 7 cards.
7 mana
just to exile something. And I think if you get into that point in the game where you're going, well, great, I've got 7 mana, I can cast this card now. I get to exile one of your things.
That's rubbish.
It's just it's one of those removal spells that you're behind on tempo.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm just not a fan at all.
That's basically the same as a negate, yeah?
No, it's exile, so not the graveyard, it exiles it,
Oh, okay.
so to speak. Exile's good. Exile's like the best thing ever.
It is a removal spell
Joe's
like
right,
that, but
not
you
for
raise a
7
good
mana.
point that could actually just be negated, that spell.
Yeah.
So most counter spells are 2 mana that can actually get rid of that, and there's a lot of counter spells that can stop that, and you've wasted 7 mana on one card that wasn't even going to do that much for
Pumping
you.
14 mana into a Clash of Wills, and then having it negated and being told crack on then as it happens. This thing's cool. And I clicked it.
Aligned Hedron Network.
When Aligned Hedron Network enters the battlefield, exile all creatures with power 5 or greater, as long as Aligned Hedron Network remains on the battlefield. Hey Eldrazi, GTFO.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about bringing that out at the right time though, because
of course
once the Eldrazi are out, you've only got a certain amount of turns.
There's what's going on with your iPad, Matt? I see it's reloading at the point on the page.
Yeah.
There's Void Winnowers. Horrible. Horrible in a good way. I do not want to play against a card. There was the other thing as well. What was the Stasis Nezgul? That dude you were talking about, but there was another card. I think it was a colourless card. The one you were saying about the land. Get out land. So it's basically Stain the Mind for land.
Yeah. There's a card it's called Crumble to Dust, and it's going to have such a big kind of like sideboard presence in Modern. We've never really spoken too much about Modern, but we know kind of a fair
Yeah.
amount.
You know a little bit.
We know enough to know that Tron lands are really disgustingly efficient, and you need a way to get rid of them.
More cats. People shouting about dogs.
My fault.
Yeah.
This
it's
is
fine.
fun.
Dogs.
Okay, Crumble to Dust. I was talking about Crumble to Dust. It's a devoid card, but like other devoid cards, it actually has colour mana in it. So it's red and 3 colourless. Exile target non-basic land. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name, and exile all those as well. So basically, you're playing against anybody playing Tron, as long as they've. The only way you can't destroy them and cripple their deck with this card is if they have 2 of each of their Tron lands out. Because you can just go, okay, you've only got 1 Urza's Mine, exile that one, take all the others out of your deck, your hand, your graveyard, and now you can't go crazy on your mana.
You know what I'm going to love the idea of?
That's brutal.
If there's... It's horrible. I'm going to love the idea if people haven't played for a while, and then they come back to the game and they're playing Tron, and you go, yeah, Crumble to Dust.
Yeah.
And it's going to be that moment of, wait, what the fuck does that do?
And yeah, I think everybody knows, like, in Modern about, like, Blood Moon and how that can also shut down, and how the price of that has risen, like, to ridiculous amounts. But I think this will help lower
This goes in the same deck as Blood Moon as well.
Yeah, they're both red. Yeah. So hopefully this will... I mean, this isn't uncommon, so this isn't going to be ridiculously high in price. And
it's not even like
I think it's a good alternative, really good budget alternative.
Like mono red burn in Modern, where you're sideboarding Blood Moons anyway, and then you can just splash those in as well, because it's not like it's red and an extra bit. Oh no, it's just.
I mean, a Blood Moon is an enchantment that can get removed. This is a spell that once it's resolved, it's done.
Thank you very much. Good night.
It's gone. They're all gone. That's it.
What's that card called again?
Crumble to Dust.
I like that.
It's good.
It is cool. Radiant Flames. Lol. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Where's the boy? Where's the boy? There he is. Let's talk about this little man.
Zarda.
Hedron Grinder.
Yeah.
You know more about it than I do. Talk about it, and I will tell you exactly what I said to you when you told me about it, and I lost my shit at how good this card was.
And the weirdest thing is I've been watching a couple of other channels and not really big on this card at all. But basically, I don't understand why.
I don't mean this. I'm totally joking. Other channels are idiots if they don't know this card's good.
Zarda Hedron Grinder is a 3/3 for 4, so it's red and 3 colourless. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Zarda, you get to copy it for each other creature that it could have targeted. So it's crazy. You should go turn 1 Swift Spear, turn 2 Fodder, turn 3 Outburst, turn 4 play this, next go anything. It's
the things you showed me it.
Yeah.
The first thing I said is Titan Strength.
Titan Strength, yeah.
Aim it at this dude. All your dudes get the effect of Titan Strength. They all get +3/+1 because it copies it for all of them.
Yeah.
And you get to scry an ass load.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's just like scry. Oh, I don't want
to. There's a card for 2 mana as well, which gives everything +2/+2 and flying until end of turn. If that doesn't end the game, I don't know what
Mighty
would.
Leap as well. It's essentially Elspeth's ultimate.
Yeah.
Defiant Strike. 1 red.
1 white.
1 white. You're like, give him 1/1/0. Draw a card. I'll draw 6 cards, please.
If you use the Trumpet Blast rather than doing the Titan Strength, you could do everything else.
Trumpet Blast targets everything anyway, so it's when something targets him, you copy it for
targets him.
Yeah, if something is like target one thing,
right,
then it copies it for everything.
So say you've got him and 5 dudes on the field, you put a Titan Strength at him, and then you copy it 5 times more and apply it to all your other 5.
That spell just gets duplicated. It just goes right. All my goblins get that spell as well.
It says copy. It says copy not cast, so it doesn't click prowess triggers like nobody's business. But even if like,
so it won't happen very well in the Swiss Spears, but
they'll still get prowess ones.
Yeah.
But that's all you need.
I think the first time I read it, I was looking for the catch. I was thinking, it must say non-token creatures or something like that. But no, you can token away.
You
just go crazy.
The other thing you can do: play this in a red-green deck, ramp into it very quickly.
Yeah.
And then try and drop a Become Immense on it. +6/+6 to everything.
Can I have a look at it?
And then there's also if you're playing against somebody you think might kill it before you get to your next go, play it a turn after that, and what's the one that gives them Feat of Resistance will give everything
Indestructible.
Not indestructible. Is it like There's one that gives protection from any colour you choose.
Yeah,
so
+1/+1 and protection.
you play it on turn 5 when you've got a mana available. You bring it out. If they try and kill it, just go feat of resistance for everybody. Protection against whatever colour that spell is.
I'll give mine out on then.
And
doesn't protect from Languish because it's still -4/-4, but
it protects them from black. It protects them from that black spell.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Protection is done as depth, so it's damage, enchantments, blocking, and targeting, of which Languish doesn't do any of those.
Oh, okay, well, I thought that would work. But yeah, I mean,
but
a lot.
Crux of Fate, no thanks.
Yeah.
Or destruction is not. It's destruction, not damage. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you understand that side of it better than I do, but I mean, it's for me, it's just so powerful that
it's crazy.
I'm going to build a deck around it and give it a go.
It's absolutely crazy. Like as I say, you Titan Strength. You play 1 red to go Titan Strength and give all you do is +3/+1 and scry.
Scry
6
5
cards
times
off the top of your deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, scry. I'll keep that. Scry another 5 times, or you go scry. No, thank you. Scry. No, thank you. Scry. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Because the way the stat works, the trigger's on the stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be a lot more picky with your scries when you've got another 5 scries to go.
Or Defiant Strike, we just draw a load of cards.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, thanks. Red struggles with card draw. I now have card draw.
And it's a goblin as well, when you can just fill your deck with goblins and it goes with it.
And
it
that'd be good for my deck.
Yeah?
Because it's just token based.
No, my deck. You keep your deck.
Boys, you can both play Zarda.
There's a card I saw.
We'll be Team Zarda.
Yeah.
Team Zarda practicing and
the mirror match
together
every time.
I was just checking out that Dragon Master Outcast.
For those that have noticed, by the way, while they're looking at that, I do have a Mull to 4 t-shirt on.
It's a 1-drop.
Which my mum got me for my birthday. Thanks, Mum. I know you're watching.
Hi, Liz.
I know, I just saw this card anyway, it's the 1-drop one. It's
Dragon Master Outcast.
Oh, yeah.
I quite like it.
That's ridiculous. I love it.
But the only catch is you've got to have 6 lined up before to actually get its cool thing out for it.
But it makes it an incredible top deck, which is hard to say for a 1-drop.
Yeah.
It's basically a 1-drop that, during your upkeep, if you control 6 or more, is it?
At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, put a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying into the battlefield.
And that's every upkeep, because it just...
Every upkeep?
Yeah, because that creature's going to stay out with that text on it.
I think the pros and cons on this are, if you're playing red, you don't want the game to go that long. But
I know what you're saying, yeah.
if it does go that long,
yeah,
it's a bit like land in. Even very aggro mono red sometimes puts like a silver bullet of something in the deck just because if that's the top deck, that's amazing.
Yeah,
you know, it's not likely to get to 6 land in that deck, but
you could mix it up though.
It'd be great to give it a go. It could be a really powerful card.
Yeah.
I like the look of it, but I don't think I would put it in my thing because what you just said there. I'm always struggling like. The 3rd round, I'm screwed.
4 of these, you could have 4 wild slashes instead, which are going to deal 2 damage, and if you play a burn deck, that's for my money inherently better than a dude who you're going to have to wait till turn 7 to get any value from.
Cool.
I think we'll probably call it there as well because that's half.
I think we've got our favourite and our very much least favourite cards.
Yeah, Zarda is so cool.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't.
Zarda, Scour from Existence.
I sort of
up down.
I couldn't believe it when you showed me, and I was like, "The fuck is this?"
I'm still a noob, so the cards that come to I'm looking forward to the pre-release.
Yeah,
that'd be a cool experience, and then just see what you get, see what we mix it up with.
Yeah. First pre-release is always
because your knowledge base compared to mine is
definitely.
But
it's the first pre-release as well that I've been to where you don't actually have a seeded pack or a certain colour.
Is there not?
No, there's just going to be 6 packs, and you just create your deck off that.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
Because a lot of things are devoid and a lot of things are colourless that you'll be able to do.
Will be a thing in limited then.
Maybe.
But I'm not playing 5 colour, and I'm not playing that shitty elf. Goodbye.